up here today? Tell me who is to be blamed, and does it matter anyway? Take a look around, open up your...
Good morning, everyone. A blessed Sunday to you. A blessed, happy, holy feast day. It is the feast day of LDP Pastoral, and we celebrate. We celebrated a little differently this year, but we still celebrate it together. We're in our homes, we're united with our families, and we know the importance of this day and the importance of the Blessed Mother of Christ as well. And that is why, as a parish of LDP Pastoral, even in spite of not being able to congregate together, we congregate as a faithful, trusting, and believing. And we know the power of LDP Pastoral. And through this presence and power, and our prayers we offer on this particular Sunday, we know this month of our Blessed Mother, the month of May, that when she takes the prayers to the Son, will heed her prayer and answer our prayers. Obviously, we know the very important prayer we all pray for an end to this pandemic. So, I pray, sisters and brothers, parishioners, pilgrims, all followers of LDP Pastoral, and this is an important day for you as we celebrate together. We celebrate the love of a mother for her son. We celebrate the love of a mother for us all. And if our mother loves us, she'll do the best for us. So, we continue to remember each other on this day, remember those who have gone before us, and we continue to unite as one parish, one family, under the umbrella of our Blessed Mother, LDP Pastoral. A blessed, wonderful day we celebrate.
Where are we right now? How we end up here today? Tell me who is to be blamed, and does it matter anyway? Take a look.
Welcome, greetings. Welcome to our virtual concert where we're doing things a little bit differently this year. We aren't able to gather as a community of LDP Pastoral this year to celebrate our feast day and our usual way of celebrating after the feast day mass. However, we chose and we opted to do a virtual concert where everyone would be able to still be a part of and enjoy the festivities of what is our feast day. With no further ado, we're going to dive straight into the proceedings for this evening. We have a packed show for you, so we're inviting you to sit back, relax. I am your host, Shauna Taylor, and I would be guiding you through the rest of this evening's proceedings. We begin by having a few bits of discussions about LDP Pastoral, who this patron saint of ours is, and what feast day is usually like for us here at Superior. Sit back, get your snacks, get comfortable, because the show is about to begin. Enjoy!
This feast day weekend.
Yes. And you know, at this time we would have been into all the preparations for it and things. The tents would have been ordered, the chairs, you know, and we would be looking forward with excitement and anticipation at this time. You know, what we'd be really looking forward to is the Mass on Sunday. The crowds coming in, the overflow, church pack, the capacity, and the Archbishop celebrating Mass at mid-morning, followed by the procession through the streets with the statue of LDP Pastoral, and the people lining the streets to look on as we pass by. One of the highlights of the Mass for me was the choir singing so very well. They put a lot of work into their preparation. But through the procession, you know, and then when we come back to the church, benediction of the Blessed Sacrament, and then after that, celebration time, you know, and we have LDP Pastoral Parang group, the Parang on the lawn.
I'd really love that, and even the police youth club doing their thing.
And then that whole festive feeling and people looking forward to the cultural shows that would take place in the post-lunch period. So this year it will be different.
But I feel as if next year we would appreciate it more because it's something that was taken away from us. This part of actually physically being there is taken away from us.
Yeah. So COVID, go away. We want to have our feast day
Okay.
next year.
Do you remember a time when we used to love, yeah? With a strength in we heart, we rise above, yeah.
So what would it take to recapture now that we face a new chapter?
Come on.
Such beautiful memories are flooding my mind right now as I listened to that reminiscence of how Feast Day used to be like. I mean, things are a bit different this year, but nonetheless, we're still gonna find a way to, celebrate and relive those memories. And hopefully next year, indeed, will be a better and more enjoyable one. So we start to get the ball rolling a little bit, and we move directly to our first item for this evening. Not so little Tejan Quash is a prominent member of our parish, especially of the Thick Village community. An avid member of the La Divina Pastoral Youth Group, Tejan has been playing the violin for almost 12 years. He's currently pursuing his pre-med major at the University of Maryland, College Park. Today, he is going to serenade us with his rendition of The Prayer. Let's welcome Mr. Tejan Quash. a beautiful performance, Tajan, and I must commend you on such an excellent job done. That is by far my favorite song, I must say. The prayer, woo, love it. So we move right into our second item. We now have Miss Kalana Salandi. Kalana is an outstanding vocalist and a member of the La Divina Pastora RSC Church. She's one of the lead vocalists for the La Divina Pastora Parang group. Coming to do for us a song entitled This Is Me. Let's hear it for Kalana Salandi.
Hello everyone, I hope you all are being safe. I know that we would much rather be together physically for a concert, but today we're going to be together at home. I do hope you enjoy this. Yeah. I'm not a stranger to the dark. Hide away, they say, 'cause we don't want your broken parts. I've learned to be ashamed of all my scars. Run away, they say, no one will love you as you are. Won't let them break me down to dust. I know that there's a place for us, for we are glorious. When the sharpest words wanna cut me down, I'm gonna send the flood, gonna drown them out. I am brave, I am bruised, I am who I'm meant to be. This is me, look out, 'cause here I come. And I'm marching on to the beat I drum. I'm not scared to be seen, I make no apologies. This is me. Another round of bullets hit my skin. I was far away, 'cause today I won't let the shame sink in. We are bursting through the barricades, reaching for the sun. Oh, that's one way of the come, yeah. I won't let them break me down to this. I know that there's a place for us, for we are glorious. When the sharpest words wanna cut me down, I'm gonna send a flood, gonna drown them out. I am brave, I am bruised, I am who I'm meant to be. This is me, look out, 'cause here I come. And I'm marching on to the beat I drum. I'm not scared to be seen, I make no apologies. This is me. And I know I don't deserve your love, and there's nothing I'm not worthy of. When the sharpest words wanna cut me down, I'm gonna send a flood, gonna drown them out. I am brave, I am bruised, this is who I'm meant to be. This is me. Look out, 'cause here I come. And I'm marching on to the beat I drum. I'm not scared to be seen, I make no apologies. This is me.
Such an amazing, exhilarating performance, Kalana. Thank you so very much for that. It was wonderful. Very wonderful to hear you. So we took it upon ourselves to venture out into the community and hear from some of our La Divina Pastoral community members, especially those families. We asked them a bit about how COVID-19 has been on their family life, and here is what they had to say.
The situation has brought us so much closer to each other. That's at Easter or Christmas time. Just a little longer period, and right now we're in the upper room.
This has taught me to appreciate those around you and the things that you have, because tomorrow is promised to no one.
We've also realized areas in our family prayer life that we could improve on, so we've been trying to do like being together more as a family, and we also just watch movies together.
It's allowed the four of us to work on projects closely together, and Chris and I are even learning new dishes.
Hello everyone, greetings from the Taylor family. We're just giving you a quick interview on what COVID-19 has done for our family. Granny Wilma?
Hello everyone, good evening. I can't say that COVID did anything for me. And I don't even remember the name of someone who just has to ask a question, but otherwise, it had me bored. I'm missing my church and my little outside a little bit. Because everything you tell her on the TV again, don't go outside, stay inside, nothing saying. And that.
To me, COVID-19 has not really affected our family in a negative way. We are, both Dominic and I are essential workers, and we are working shorter hours. So we have more time together at home. So I will say that COVID-19 has had a positive impact on our family life.
Yes, and I will wish to endorse that as well. It has been positive. Although being essential, we go out and work, but we come home and spend more time taking our mass on a weekly basis and our reflections from our Archbishop. So we take it in and spend that quality time with family and family life. So this is what we have to thank you.
Good evening everyone. We are the Amors. My name is Keith Amor, and we are here to have or share our experience or our feelings about what's happening with us during the COVID-19 lockdown, as it were. Okay, for me, well, it has been a little challenging, trying not to clash with people, trying not to have too much arguments, but because that's the kind of person probably I am. But we have been spending more time with one another. We have been eating meals together. We have been praying together. We have been experiencing a different way of life. It has been a lovely experience thus far, and we are coping. All right, so let me just introduce you to my wife, Adela.
Hi, I'm Adela. So, this COVID time, as Keith said, has been an experience. It has been an experience for all of us. It is a bonding time. I feel it is a time that God has said to us as a family, stop doing what you're doing. Spend some time together. Start praying together, start eating together, start doing things together as a family. So I suppose that this is our time for doing that, and we're doing it quite well. Okay, so I will hand you over to Zane.
Well, as we can't go anywhere. That change from every day having something to do, having somewhere to go, to now not having anywhere to go or really much to do when we get up on a morning. So we've bonded a lot more. We have to stay in the same house, so we all talk more, we all see each other every day, and it's a little challenging to be around your family all the time because they can be a little bit heavy stressful, but it's something that you could learn to enjoy. Yeah, Zara, you can continue.
Hi, my name is Zara. So during this COVID time, we have been spending so much more time together than usual. We are usually at different spaces at different times. We don't usually see each other every day. We're not usually able to eat together and pray together. And during the time we have now, we decided that that's what we are going to do.
This is the Noel family, and this is our perspective on living during COVID-19 as a family.
Yeah, COVID-19 has affected us as everybody else. First of all, there's the anxiety, thinking about the well-being of all members of the family, those who are healthy, those who have issues, and those who are abroad. So we keep in touch with them more regularly.
I too try to call members of the family, my brothers, sisters, nieces and nephews, and on one occasion I called a family to inquire about them, and they say, Miss Anna, it's so very nice of you to call. We look at you as a member of the family now, some kind of father figure.
That's lovely.
Yeah.
And what we also try to do is to be more health conscious. So we're eating healthier, having more fruits and vegetables in our diet, less meat, and each of us we have our own exercise regime, whether it may be the stationary bike, walking, or doing exercises via Zoom with friends.
And together, we try to keep all the regulations.
And we pray.
And we have deepened our prayer life. Yeah. Every day we look at the mass coming from the chapel of the Archbishop of Port of Spain. We find his sermons to be very, very inspiring. So, this is it.
COVID-19 has impacted our family by bringing us closer together, strengthening us spiritually and emotionally.
Yes, Mom. We came together to take part in the celebration of Mass, which was being broadcasted on television. We also came together in the kitchen, trying different types of recipes, such as barbadine ice cream, pizzas, and different types of cakes.
Our family ensured that we completed our task early so that we can view the Ministry of Health daily briefing. Our family develop ideas how we can protect ourselves during this pandemic.
Together, as a family, with God, we will get through this. And I am sure that you will get through this too.
We move now to our next item for this evening. Coming to perform for us now is Mr. Kyle Digans. Kyle is a talented spoken word artist from Kua Road, Superior. A member of the La Divina Pastoral Roman Catholic Church, he is currently enrolled at the Holy Trinity High School, where he aspires to be a physiotherapist in the future. Coming to do one of his original pieces, I present to you Kyle Digans. Let's hear it for him.
Standing at the entrance of a forest, birds chirping, singing, sweetly serenading, all in his presence. As I open my eyes, blessed with the gift of life, I'm amazed in the maze of life, where I do not want to find the exit but get trapped even more. Seeing and experiencing the beautiful creations created by the Creator. The way he set out the earth and built the mountains and hills, and between rested the valleys. Artistry. Rivers and streams flowing out to meet the seas. He made the vista of lush, luminous trees so breathtaking, but was a genius for those leaves to give us oxygen, to breathe. The most prolific scientist of all. We were in the darkness, and he combined very hot gases and gave us light via the sun, and the stars made the moon out of a rock and amazed us. It's gorgeous. The plan was for us to take care of God's creation, but instead The foresting lands to make developmental plans is what occurs. Just because you didn't bulldoze a house doesn't mean you didn't destroy a home. Now, it's a danger zone. Changing forests to deserts. They do these things and receive credit. And I'm contemplating the limit or when they will stop this. We are the zombies coming in destruction and control of lifespan deduction, burning things, taking away the ozone layer protection, and now we are struck with ultraviolet rays, extra violent to our being, which causes a killer that is still not the most wanted. There really needs to be some changes made. Let's start with ourselves. Then we will make true progress. This ain't a job for the government. We people have to unite and have a conference on solutions to our destruction, coming together as one, having movements where bettering the environment is discussed, and make actions which must be observed as protocol. Hold a cleanup campaign which can prevent the greenhouse effects. Then after we could maybe pop a bottle of champagne and you see that same bottle? Let's recycle it and other materials in which we use. We have a mission at hand, people. This is the day that the Lord has made and we have a job and we have a world that we have to save. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Digans. Such a wonderful, inspiring message. Indeed, it allows us to be a bit more cautious of the actions that we do as human beings and how we have to play a part in preserving our world. Thank you so much for that word. Now, we spoke to our youths of La Divina Pastora RSC and we asked them about how COVID-19 has impacted their lives. Here's what they had to say.
At first I enjoyed staying home, spending more time with my family, practicing my art, and I'm getting really good at it, like this one. Learning how to cook and playing video games. But now I really miss going to school, going outside, playing football and playing the band. And I miss my friends and teacher because sometimes my mom is not really a fun teacher. And I'm worried about my aunties who are essential workers at the hospital, and I'm worried that they will get sick.
My name is Jalil Reed and I attend Erin SDA Primary School. COVID-19 has impacted on me by not getting to write my essay, which I was very prepared for. It has also affected me by not getting to see my friends due to social distancing and missing Sunday Mass.
Hi. During COVID-19, it has not only impacted me physically and mentally, but it has also impacted me spiritually. It has showed me that even though we plan, it could get disrupted in less than a minute. But most importantly, it has showed me that we need to put our trust in God, no matter what the circumstance, because He's essential in our lives, like the workers currently. But this entire world has been going so fast that we push them to the side within seconds, and we take a lot of things for granted. Example, church, which I miss quite a lot. But Ronas has showed us that we need God more than ever. During the quarantine, I watched 2 shows, War Room and Overcomer, and those 2 shows have showed me that it has given me extra hope, and it encouraged me to pray a bit more, no matter how small or how little you might think your prayer is. Once you are genuine and sincere with it, it's real. I encourage you to look at those 2 shows. Stay safe, stay inside, save lives, and God bless.
Hello, my name is Sia, and I would love to show you how COVID-19 has impacted my life. As known in every situation, there's odds and evens. Odds, not getting to go to school to see my friends. Evans getting to wake up late and spend more time with family. So I would like to show you all some things to do during quarantine to stay productive. Firstly, during quarantine, I enjoy doing art and craft with my sister, and I enjoy reading, which is probably one of my favorites, and obviously doing some schoolwork is an essential thing since you're not going at school. Appreciating the little things in life could really help you in this time right now. Now, setting aside a goal could really impact your time staying at home. Spending more time with family and playing with your siblings could be the most humorous thing ever. But I really hope you enjoyed my impact of COVID-19. Bye!
We move now to another instrumental. This time it's from another Kyle. Not Kyle DeGans, but Kyle Peters. Hailing from the tranquil village of Palo Seco, Kyle is no stranger to the La Divina Pastora parish. A well-renowned musician, Kyle has been involved in many music bands. He now manages his music school, Vision Academy, and lives by his motto, "Don't sell yourself short and love what you do." Let's hear it for Kyle Peters with his rendition of "To God Be the Glory." To God be the glory indeed. We really have to always try our best to give God thanks and give him all the praises that is due. There are very small things in life that we need to be thankful for. As simple as, being able to see another day, being able to have family, being able to hear our friends, stuff like that. We must give God those glory that he deserves. And thank you very much, Kyle, for reminding us of what we should be doing, giving God thanks and glory. We move now to more of our parishioners as they speak about the spiritual aspect of their lives and how COVID-19 has impacted that aspect of their lives.
Before COVID-19, I used to be by the church and in the church quite often. On weekends for First Communion and Mass, and during the week for ministry and group meetings. It was my most frequently visited place. So how has COVID-19 affected me spiritually? Well, being away from the actual presence of the Lord had me depressed and worried at first. However, in being away physically, I was able to truly concentrate on receiving Jesus spiritually. I believe that I have come to value the body and blood of Jesus more. The Mass, the gathering of the church, the active participation in the singing, the reading, the listening, even the kneeling, the things I would have taken for granted. Spiritually, I have come to encounter Jesus more intimately into my heart through the nature of the act of spiritual communion. I have come to look at the Mass and the rituals in a new way and with a new appreciation for Holy Communion and the meaning of actually receiving Jesus in the Eucharist.
Hear my cry, O Lord, listen to my prayer. From the end of the earth I cry to you. Psalm 61:1. Blessings, Father, and all parishioners. In this COVID-19 pandemic, is it a way of God saying to us, wake up? Yes, we may feel it is a hostage situation, but my spirituality is not isolated, for I have found a deeper meaning to my prayer life due to social distancing. Although we are not in church as we would like to be, we can meet God in any situation. If I can rally through this and survive, there is no uncertainty what the future holds for me in the vineyard. May God bless us all.
This is Gail. This COVID-19 pandemic lockdown began a few weeks after I had begun my retirement, and I had begun it with a flurry of activities that had me going hither, thither, and yon, doing this, that, and the other. And God said to me, Gail, be still. Be still and know that I am God. And when I got a chance to sit down, to relax, to reflect, he also said to me, Gail, back to basics. Back to basics in time that you spend with me. Back to basics in how you spend time with me. Back to basics in what my focus must be as a human being. Back to basics in how I interact with other people. Serving, loving, very quietly. And above all, just trust God.
There is a saying that God is a Trinity. I must say, in this pandemic situation, that God is really a Trinity, because it is Him who inspired our Prime Minister, Dr. Rowley, and his team to take the drastic but well-planned precautionary measures which some people oppose publicly, but they knew that the government was doing the correct thing. May those who die rest in peace, and those who are suffering, may the Lord rest His hands His healing hands on them. I, for myself, took this time to read and reflect on the everyday readings of the Mass, which I want to encourage each and every one of you to do or continue doing. I want you to remember to stay home, stay safe, wash your hands, and wear your mask.
This COVID-19 has come upon us like a thief in the night. Because with the resulting lockdown, many of us we are compelled to remain at home. But for me, it has been a blessing in disguise. What the devil intended for bad turned out to be good. Because I find myself growing deeper and deeper in faith, in my spirituality. I'm growing stronger in my spirituality. Yes, I used to attend Mass quite regularly, go to conferences, rallies, but my prayer life at home, in my belief, was not how it's supposed to be. But with this lockdown, I find myself praying more sincerely, more regularly. And with the Archbishop's initiative to have this daily Mass in the upper room, as he said, I find myself very eager to participate in that daily Mass with the Archbishop. I am being fed spiritually. Since the Holy Week, I set up my altar in the TV room. This is my TV room. I had another prayer space where I used to say my prayers. But because of the television here and listening to the archbishops and all the other activities on the television, I set up my altar here. You see, I still have my palm from Palm Sunday. I have my kneeler because I want to participate in the Mass. I have my tambourine and I take notes when the Archbishop is giving his homily. So I am growing, I am being fed, and I'm thankful. And I pray that at the end of this lockdown, this too shall pass. I have resolved, I'm praying that my life, my prayer life will continue in this vein. Because before, sometimes a day or two might pass without I saying my rosary. But now I'm saying my rosary 3 times a day. I'm saying the Mercy Chaplet as well. I'm tuning in to the Holy Hour on television and on YouTube. So I am being fed. I'm growing stronger and stronger. And I'm trying to get my family involved as well. Holy Thursday, we all sat in the same room and we participated in the Mass. So as I said before, I pray that at the end of it all, I will be a better person spiritually at home. So I'm in the upper room, anxiously waiting for that Pentecost, to receive that outpouring of the Holy Spirit. And I pray that all my brothers and sisters in the upper room as well, that they too are anxiously waiting and that they too are growing spiritually. I want to thank the Archbishop for his initiative and all the other priests in our Archdiocese who are going beyond the call of duty to bring the word, to continue feeding the flock. I thank them. And I pray that our brothers and sisters right through this country, that they too are appreciating what is being done for this flock, and that they too are waiting anxiously for this outpouring of the Holy Spirit, and that they too will commit themselves to a more intense prayer life. I thank God for this moment of lockdown, that I can grow even more spiritually. Thank you.
Hide me now under your wings. Cover me within your mighty hand. When the oceans rise and thunders roar, I will soar with you above the storm. Father, you are king over the flood. I will be still and know you are God. Be filled with the spirit of discernment.
Speak words of wisdom.
Celebrate the Lord in prayer. Sirach 39, verse 6. Brothers and sisters, celebrate the Lord in prayer by staying at home, staying safe, and trusting in His word. Be blessed.
It is my pleasure now to introduce to you no stranger to La Divina Pastora, Mr. Lloyd Gilbert.
Lloyd is well known for his ability to play the mandolin, something he is extremely great at. A member of the La Divina Pastora parent group, music tutor, and producer, he is a man of many skills. Coming to do a performance for us on the mandolin, I present to you Lloyd Gilbert with his rendition of Anda Paranderos. Let's hear it from Mr. Lloyd Gilbert.
Father Lord, you made me miss parang music so much. And the parang deros, oh Lord, make me feel to dance like Daisy danced. So we moved over to more interviews with our parishioners, where this time we spoke to them asking them about the impact that COVID-19 has had on their friendships. Here's what they had to say.
COVID-19, it did have an impact on me due to the fact that I spend a little more time with myself, right? I'm able to sit down and reflect on my life in general. You know, what am I doing with the remainder of my life that I have to live? And COVID-19 has bring a nice perspective on my life. I am enjoying myself because I love myself. Because I can stay in my house here by myself forever and ever. Once I have health and strength, and so far, I have both of them. I have a little money that I could buy food, and I cook what I want, when I want. COVID-19 is a blessing in disguise for each and every one of us. Because we sit down, I think that most people reflect on themselves, their lives and everything. I am able to call up more friends. I use my phone a little more, my cell phone and my house phone. So that is an added expense. Because sometimes I go over the plan that I have on my cell phone. Well, the house phone in a mess. So I make my calls. I said, life is too short now for us to worry about these little things, because COVID has shown us that all the clothes we have, it pack up in the wardrobe. The shoes we have, what we want to buy are shoes to match a dress and to match a handbag. Is that really important? COVID has shown us that these things are not important. Because I'm a woman who loves lipstick. And since this COVID and I have to use the mask, no lipstick for you, Tilda. As a matter of fact, even earrings, makeup. What sense putting on makeup? I use white mask. And they're going to get soiled. I mean, I have to wash them 3 times a day. Right? I miss really the going out, you know, because I'm one of those who will, like, tomorrow, Friday, I will call up a friend and say, let's go by Jenny's, have dinner or have something, you know, but we stay home. And I'm cooking. Like I wanted to eat pork and pachoy yesterday. And I cook enough for yesterday and today because I love that. If COVID wasn't there, I might have been somewhere on the streets and going and buying something to eat. But COVID, thanks for not getting me in it, because I've been away. I came back about 2 days before the shutdown, the border shutdown. And nobody had to tell me that somebody had tell me that you have to stay inside. I did it. I stayed inside for 16 days. And I came out of it with flying colors. As a matter of fact, leaving Los Angeles and coming back to Trinidad, I had to change 2 planes. But all in all, God has been good to me.
Yeah, well, the COVID-19 restrictions have not really affected me adversely, or affected us adversely, because we are already accustomed to, you know, tone down our movements. We're not doing much movements. However, where our spiritual life is concerned, it did have, the only effect it did have really was that we are not having the congregational gathering as we are accustomed to going to church. But then we got everything via the social media. And when we were at Mass, as a matter of fact, sometimes twice. Because we would take the Sunday morning Mass with the Archbishop, and then we would also take the parish Mass with Father Elon Hall. And I think it was excellent in the sense that he was able to, I mean, as usual, captivate our attention. And there were times I even felt as though I was in church. So that, and at the end of the day, at the end of the Mass, well, it depended on how you adapt, right? We had this, I had this personal, this spiritual feeling, although you're not able to physically have the Holy Communion, but spiritually, we felt fulfilling. And well, that was about it. And as a matter of fact, the COVID restrictions now have me very anxious to get back home whenever I'm out in public.
More or less it's the same thing with him. We talk on WhatsApp and the family, the children, You really miss the Catholic congregation because in between I will call one or two people and say, oh, we're not seeing, we're not hearing no one, so we'll get in touch. I will call one or two of, the Catholic people because, you're not seeing anybody. Yes, I usually tell them that now I'm going to Mass more often because I used to go only on a first Friday and then with Saturday and Sunday probably. But now I'm going every day. I'll take in the midday Mass every day. If I miss it midday, I'll take it 7 o'clock. So, and I feel, you miss that we're not going to church, but if after taking the Mass on the on your social network, you feel, that you already miss it, just that you miss the congregation as such. But after taking in the Mass, probably some things that you miss, you'll get it, you'll take it in and think, or sometimes I take little notes and things, So more or less it's just that we miss the congregation as such. But as telling everybody now, I think I'm going to church more because I'm going every day, the midday Mass. If I don't take it, most times it's midday. If I miss it on a midday, I take it 7 o'clock. So it's more or less it's just that we miss the congregation. I'm already missing the congregation as such, but I think taking in the Mass during the week and on the social network, it's more or less fulfilling. I miss my this Friday too. I miss being in my church. I already miss it.
Hi, Shirley Harrington Fraser from Corey Village Community. COVID crisis, and I miss. As a cultural and interactive person, I miss my best village and the participants to explore those God-gifted talents. I miss my exercise one-on-one, where we could sit down afterwards, after a good sweat, and talk about our health, food and drinks, although I do it online. I miss giving service in church. I miss giving the homily and the parishioners' face and how they are eager and how they are willing and they are participating in the whole atmosphere of the church. I miss seeing that. I miss the choir and the song through the whole church, everything singing. But I have faith. Although I watch my Mass online, I read my scriptures, and I know we'll be back strong. God bless.
Well, I must say the COVID changed my social life a lot. Being able to visit my children, my grandchildren, friends, relatives, and even to do my church work and also shopping, So, but also it allowed me to do lots of things for my relatives, for my children. I did some snacks, some long ago snacks, like for my children and grandchildren, like a roast fire, bake fire on top and fire below. Make sweet bread, mango jam, anchar, chili bibi, pone, patch corn. I had the time from the COVID time. I use it, and I'm still doing it. So I feel good doing it. So I enjoy it. That was a good thing, and I also was able to rest. Well, it has changed the way really of meeting with friends, having to call. We have to call one another and pray on the phone if we really want to line as before, you know. So that was it. So we still enjoy Lyman on the phone, calling and saying our prayers and talking about our little experience, the experiences we having. So, you know, it's not so bad.
It is my pleasure now to introduce to you no stranger to the La Divina community, Miss Shani Worrell. Known by the community as the Smiling Panist, Jane is a Form 6 student of Holy Faith Convent Penal and a member of the Superior Police Youth Club. Jane is an aspiring teacher who loves music, cooking, and meeting new friends. This evening, Jane will be performing on the pan her rendition of Can't Help Falling in Love. Let's welcome Jane Worrell.
Hi, good day everyone. My name is Jenny Worrell, and I am here to share my love with you. The song I will be playing today is Can't Help Falling in Love with You by Elvis Presley. Please enjoy.
Thank you so much, Jani, for such a wonderful performance. Really puts me in the mood. Didn't I ever say I love you guys? I can't help but falling in love with you all. You're such a beautiful parish. And thank you all for coming out to our show today, for sure. We move right into our next item. It's a dance. And it's my pleasure to introduce no other than Miss Shanice Wharton. Shanice is a dancer for over 20 years, a mother, past member and leader of the Superior Police Youth Club,
and a parishioner at the La Divina Pastora Roman Catholic Church. Shanice has graced many stages, performing with many dance groups and solo items. She has also been instrumental in the choreography of liturgical dances for the parish, coming to do her piece entitled Stand Up. Let's hear it for Shanice Wharton.
I've been walking with my face turned to the sun, weight on my shoulders, a bullet in my gun. Oh, I got eyes in the back of my head, just in case I have to run. I do what I can when I can, while I can for my people. While the clouds roll back and the stars fill the night, that's when I'm gonna stand up, take my people with me. Together we are going to a brand new home, far across the river. Can you hear freedom calling, calling me to answer? Gonna keep on keeping on, I can feel it in my bones. Early in the morning, before the sun begins to shine, we're gonna start moving towards that separating line. I'm wading through muddy waters. You know I gotta make up mind, and I don't mind if I lose any blood on the way to salvation. And I'll fight with the strength that I got until I die. So I'm gonna stand up, take my people with me. Together we are going to a brand new home, far across the river. Can you hear freedom calling, calling me to answer? Gonna keep on keeping on. And I know what's around the bend might be hard to face, 'cause I'm alone, and I just might fail, but Lord knows I'll try. Shasters fill up the sky. Stand up, take my people with me. Together we are going to a brand new home, far across the river. Can you hear freedom calling, calling me to answer? Gonna keep on keeping on. I'm gonna stand up, take my people with me. Together we are going to a brand new home, far across the river. Do you hear freedom calling, calling me to answer? Gonna keep
such an inspirational, power-raising dance. It really is telling us of the need for us to come together, stand up, and take each other's hand and work together at home so that we will be able to overcome this pandemic. Thank you so much, Shanice, for that. Now, we're going straight into our next item. We have no other than Coriel Sylvester.
From the community of Mendez, we will now have Coriel Sylvester to do a song for us. Currently pursuing her degree in biochemistry and biology at the University of the West Indies St. Augustine campus, Coriel is no stranger to the stage, claiming numerous titles for herself. A woman of God graces you today as she sings her rendition of You Say. Let's hear it for Coriel Sylvester.
I keep fighting voices in my mind that say I'm not enough. Every single lie that tells me I will never measure up. Am I more than just the sum of every high and every low? Remind me once again just who I am, because I need to know. You say I am loved when I can't feel a thing. You say I am strong when I think I'm weak. You say I am held when I am falling short, when I don't belong. You say I am yours, and I believe what you say of me. I believe. The only thing that matters now is everything you think of me. In you I find my worth, in you I find my identity. Oh, you say I am loved when I can't feel a thing. You say I am strong when I think I am weak. You say I am held when I am falling short, when I don't belong. You say I am yours, and I believe what you say of me. I believe. Taking all I have and now I'm laying it at your feet. You have every failure, God, you have every victory. And you say I am loved when I can't feel a thing. You say I am strong when I think I am weak. You say I am held when I am falling short, when I don't belong. You say I am yours, and I believe what you say of me. I believe, oh I believe.
for coming out to look at this concert and to be here together with us. We thank you so much to all of our participants, every single one who would have had a part to play. And before you leave, I would like to share a message with you through song. And I really hope that it inspires you and it gives you some bit of extra hope to know that things aren't over. It's only begun, right? And together we will definitely see this through and we will rise above. It's only for a temporary period, but better and greater things are coming and we will rise above it together.
You've broken down and tired.